Malad, where is the voice of the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Where is the voice of representative democracy? 5 years have passed. Have you heard, Malad? Any representative form of government? When you convert a whole state, Malad, this way the whole, all of India can be converted. This power is given. How can you create a union territory for Jammu and Kashmir under this article? You can't do it. You can carve out a union territory. You can't create a union territory under Article 3 and convert it into a state into a union territory. That's contrary to all principles of representative form of government. It doesn't allow extinguishment of a state completely. Can you say that tomorrow Madhya Pradesh will be a union territory or Bihar will be a union territory? You can do it to one, you can do it to all. You can have a presidential form of government, create all states, convert all states into union territory. By what stretch of imagination
But
can
what
you...
about textually?
I'm sorry?
Textually. The other argument is, of course, that you can't do it because you said representative democracy, but textually can you not do it?
No, because I'm saying you form a union territory by separation of a territory from a state, from any state, or by uniting two or more states or parts of a state. This is not that exercise at all. You have created two union territories from a state. Where is that power? Whether there are multiple categories, what they have done doesn't fall in any of these categories. You can carve out a union territory. If you have two or more states come together, you can carve out a union territory. If a part of a state, you can carve out a union territory. But you can't create two union territories in a state. How is that possible? Apart from what my Lord said, representative form of government, you can't. You're not going back, Mothers. Moving away from a representative form of government. This is not a reverse. Yes, yes. That was possible. Whereas you could have kept Ladakh, as a union. I'm sorry. I won't go into it, my colleagues will, which tells you as to how the union thought as to how union territories are to be created. In 1953, way back, there's a State Reorganization Commission. My learned friends will refer to it. I don't want to do that. But essentially, there are two aspects to this. The text of the Constitution doesn't allow you to do that. And the fundamentals of constitutional democracy don't allow you to do that. You can't go back in time, move from representative...
My judgment in NCT 2 traces the history of how you had the Part A, Part B, Part C state. How then, after the 7th Amendment, you replaced the Part B and Part C states and the union territories were created.
And NCT judgment deals with asymmetric federalism. It's a case of asymmetric federalism. Of course, now they've done something else, so that your lordship will hear now. Another way. Otherwise, Malad, this power can be exercised at any time. What's Malad? Where is the voice of the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Where is the voice of representative democracy? 5 years have passed. Have you heard, Malad? Any representative form of government? When you convert a whole state, Malad, this way the all of India can be converted. This power is given. And Malad, the proviso said you have to take the consent. You do away with that through an executive act. You don't even take their views. You become the legislature yourself. So where do we stand, Malad? We stand at a situation where, Malad, though the Constitution is a political document, its provisions can't be manipulated and maneuvered for political ends. It cannot be. That's not how you interpret a constitution. It is a political document, but you cannot politically misuse it and maneuver it and manipulate it, which is what has been done. That can't be done. And even when there is a clash of arms, the law is never silent. The law is not concerned with that. The court is never silent. And whenever the court has been silent, the consequences have been disastrous. It's time for your chips. And what is a constitution? A constitution is a set of values. Values on the basis of which people will represent themselves and their voice will be heard. If you, through such executive acts, silence the voice of the people, what is left of democracy? And all that I can say to your lordships is that this is a historic moment. Historic not for the present, but for the future of India. And I hope this court is not silent. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Constitution of India, Article 3. Formation of new states and alteration of areas, boundaries, or names of the existing states. Parliament may by law, my lords have that, may by law form a new state by separation of territory from any state. So if you have a large state, you can form a new state by separation of territory of any state, or by uniting two or more states. So you can form a new state by uniting two or more states, or parts of states, or by uniting any territory to a part of any state. That's the way you form states, Mullah. Or you bifurcate states. Increase the area of any state, diminish the area of any state, alter the boundaries of any state, alter the name of any state. Provided that no bill for the purpose shall be introduced to either House of Parliament except on the recommendation of the President, and unless where the proposal contained in the bill affects the area, boundaries, or name of any of the states, the bill has been referred to by the President to the legislature of that state for expressing its views thereon, within such period as may be specified in the reference, or within such period as the President may allow. The period so specified or allowed has expired. Explanation. This is important. In this article, in clause A to E, state includes a union territory, but in the proviso, state does not include a union territory. The power, then explanation 2, the power conferred on Parliament by clause A includes the power to form a new state or union territory by uniting a part of any state or union territory to any other state or union territory. Normally, if you're going to read in explanation 1, state includes a union territory. Let's go back to the definition now. Let's see how it fits in. So now you say, form a new union territory. Let's read the word instead of state as union territory. If you, Malads, substitute the word union territory wherever the word state is used, this article will make no sense. And I'll read it in that fashion. Form a new union territory by separation of territory from any union territory.
No, but it could be by separation of territory from any state.
That's correct. So therefore you can't read, therefore only in the first part you will read union territory. That's my submission. In other words, form a union territory by separation of territory from any state. You can do that. Or by uniting two or more states, you can have a union territory. Or parts of states, you can have a union territory. Or by uniting any territory to a part of any state.